Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mason's online classroom. Today, we'll share with you the basic techniques and methods for masonry of brickwork, Part 1. This session covers the fundamental skills and techniques for laying bricks in brick masonry, Part 1, with two main sections, which are Part 1, Assembly Methods of Brick Structures. Part 2, Basic Operational Methods for Bricklaying. Let's begin by studying the first part of this course, the assembly methods of brick structures. Firstly, let's introduce the relevant definitions of the assembly methods for brick structures. Assembly refers to the arrangement of blocks within the masonry. Key to assembly involves staggered joints and avoiding continuous joints. Continuous joint: a joint that runs in a straight line vertically or horizontally on the surface or inside of the wall during construction. To enhance the integrity, stability, and load-bearing capacity of the masonry, brick arrangement should follow the principle of staggered joints vertically and avoid vertical continuous joints. The staggered or jointed length is generally no less than 60 mm. Solid brick walls often use assembly methods such as English bond, Flemish garden wall bond, and Flemish bond. P-type porous bricks can be laid using two methods, English bond and Flemish bond. On the other hand, M-type porous bricks can only be laid using the stretcher bond method. The first assembly method is the English bond method. This method involves alternating one layer of stretcher bricks with one layer of header bricks, with a 1/4 brick length stagger between the upper and lower layers. It is suitable for walls with a thickness of 1 brick or more. The English bond method is the most common, offering high efficiency, ease of mastery, and control over the smoothness of the wall surface. Drawbacks: requires precise brick specifications, difficulty in maintaining vertical joint alignment if brick dimensions vary. Cutting of bricks is necessary at wall corners, T-joints, and openings for doors and windows. The wall surface using the English bond method can take two forms: alignment of bricks vertically with staggered vertical joints, known as cross joints, or alternating bricks with a half brick offset, known as French joints or flat fell joints. There are two methods for adjusting the brick joints: external 7/10 and internal 7/10. The second assembly method is the Flemish garden wall bond method. This consists of 3 layers of stretchers followed by 1 layer of headers, with a half brick length stagger between the upper and lower layers and a 1/4 brick length stagger between stretcher bricks and header bricks. It is suitable for walls with a thickness of 1 brick or more. The third assembly method is the Flemish bond method. In this method, stretcher bricks and header bricks are alternated within each layer, with a 1/4 brick length stagger between the upper and lower layers. It is suitable for walls with a thickness of 1 brick or more. The joints are neat and aesthetically pleasing, making it suitable for exterior plain walls. The fourth assembly method is the stretcher bond method. In this method, the wall is built entirely with stretcher bricks, with a half brick length stagger between the upper and lower layers. It is only used for walls with a thickness of half a brick. The fifth assembly method is the header bond method. In this method, the wall is built entirely with header bricks, with a 1/4 brick length stagger between the upper and lower layers. It is only used for building curved structures such as chimneys and manholes. Let's move on to the second section, the basic operational methods of bricklaying. 1. Basic actions in bricklaying. The basic actions of bricklaying include 4 main movements: shoveling mortar, fetching bricks, laying mortar, and placing and compressing bricks. These are fundamental actions that every mason must master. 1. Shoveling mortar. 2. Fetching bricks. 3. Laying mortar. These are the methods for laying mortar when laying stretcher bricks, including A. Throwing, suitable for walls far from the body. Shovel mortar into a uniform strip, 160 mm long, 40 mm wide, 3 mm thick, and lift it to the laying position. Rotate the shovel face 90 degrees, palm facing upward. Use a wrist twist, coordinated with an upward force from the arm. To throw the mortar in the center of the brick surface, the mortar falls uniformly in a strip shape, 260 mm long, 80 mm wide, 20 mm thick. B. Troweling, suitable for walls near the body. Shovel mortar into a uniform strip and lift it to the laying position. Rotate the shovel face 90 degrees, palm facing downward. Utilize the forward pushing force from the arm to trowel the mortar in the center of the brick surface. The mortar falls uniformly in a strip shape. C. Spraying, suitable for walls near and behind the body. Shovel mortar in a flat shape and lift it to the laying position. Rotate the shovel face into a slanted position, handle in front. Use a wrist rotation to achieve a semi-spray, semi-throw motion. Pushing the mortar parallelly forward, the mortar falls in a flattened shape, 260 mm long, 90 mm wide, 15 mm thick. D. Dragging, suitable for laying corner bricks. Shovel mortar in a flattened shape and lift it to the laying position. Press the shovel tip tightly against the brick surface, slightly raising the shovel handle. Drag the shovel backward, letting the mortar fall and aligning it with the wall edge. The mortar achieves a flattened shape and aligns with the wall edge. The plastering methods for laying bricks are illustrated as follows. A. Decomposition of the action of throwing plaster. B. Decomposition of the action of troweling plaster. C. Decomposition of the action of splashing plaster. Basic methods for plastering. 2. Methods for plastering when laying header bricks. A. Throwing. Forward throwing plaster is suitable for building walls low and far from the body, while backward throwing plaster is suitable for building walls at higher positions near the body. Scoop the mortar into a flat shape and lift it to the construction position. Tilt the scoop surface, forward throwing towards the palm, backward throwing towards the back of the hand. Use the pushing force of the arm, left pushing force for forward throwing, right pushing force for backward throwing. To throw the plaster out, the mortar is flat, 220 mm long, 90 mm wide, 20 mm thick. B. Troweling, suitable for building a wall with 37 bricks. Scoop the mortar, thinner at the front, and lift it to the construction position. Tilt the scoop surface towards the length of the brick. Use the arm's pushing force to throw the plaster out. The plaster strip on the brick surface is slightly thicker on the outside, 20 mm long, 90 mm wide. C. Dragging, suitable for building a wall with 37 bricks. Scoop the mortar, slightly thicker at the front, and lift it to the construction position. Extend the arm over the reference line to make the large scoop edge level with the wall edge. Pull the scoop to drop the plaster. The mortar becomes flat, 220 mm long, 90 mm wide, 15 mm thick. D. Splashing. Forward splashing plaster is suitable for building 37 walls with bricks near the body, and backward splashing is suitable for building 37 walls with bricks farther away from the body. Scoop the mortar into a flat shape and lift it to the construction position. Tilt the scoop surface, palm facing left for forward splashing, palm facing right for backward splashing. Use wrist strength. Forward splashing is pushing parallel to the left, backward splashing is pulling parallel to the right. To splash the mortar out, the mortar is flat, 220 mm long, 90 mm wide, 15 mm thick. E. 1 with 2 laying method. Shovel mortar in a flattened shape and lift it to the laying position. Rotate the shovel face 90 degrees, palm facing downward. Insert the brick head into the mortar. Tap it to level flatten the mortar with the shovel, 220 mm long, 90 mm wide, 15 mm thick. When laying header bricks, 4 plastering methods are used: troweling plaster, 1 with 2 laying, dragging plaster for inner bricks, and splashing plaster for outer bricks, as shown in the diagram. When laying angle bricks, the plastering method of dragging plaster is used. That concludes our lesson for today. Thank you all for watching.